Hello, I'm Hope Shockley, and this is your EHC TV sports interview. Today, I'm here with Director of Strength and Conditioning, Arni. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So, can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I am the Director of Strength and Conditioning, so I oversee all things sport performance regarding all the teams, and then I specifically work with football, baseball, softball, volleyball, and then the throwers for track and field.
Why do you like your job?
I love coaching and I love strength and conditioning. I love training, so that's kind of what got me into all of it. I played baseball in college, and then I fell in love with the coaching aspect and just building relationships with athletes and seeing them grow, not only as an athlete but as a person.
Why did you pick Emory?
It was convenient for me at the time because I had just graduated from grad school and my wife was still in grad school at East Tennessee State, so I wanted to stay in the area. I got connected with Coach Gentry, who was the director at the time, and he hired me as his assistant, and then I've been here ever since and loved it.
So we have about 13-ish sports teams here. How is training different from one to the other sports?
Yeah, it's really not all too different. So everything we do in the weight room is pretty general compared to their sport. So pretty much every sport needs lower body strength or upper body strength. So the training from sport to sport may not look a ton different, but there are definitely going to be some differences. For example, like baseball, we'll do a lot of rotator cuff work, a lot of rotational stuff, whereas football, big focus on speed, and you've even got different positions in football, right? So like linemen need to be a lot stronger compared to, say, a wide receiver who is going to be more focused on speed and power and stuff like that. So the basics are kind of in all of the sports teams' programs, but then there are definitely some minor differences.
With us transitioning to D2, have you seen a big difference in the athletes that are coming in and like preparedness-wise, or?
Yeah, I would definitely say this year our freshman class, for a lot of the sports, are ahead physically, like physical development-wise compared to the last few classes. They've got a little more training experience under their belts, so that actually makes my job easier because I have to do less teaching now, and we can kind of just hop into a program a little faster. But that's the main difference, is kind of their starting point when they enter college.
So you think that's easier if they're already prepared coming into college?
Yeah. If they had a good high school strength and conditioning coach, it's going to set them apart from someone who didn't or someone who hasn't lifted weights before, because they're going to come in, they're already going to be proficient in the movements that we're trying to do, and now they can spend less time learning exercises and more time actually training them. Then also, just because they've been training and have that experience under their belt, they're going to be physically more prepared for the collegiate sport and the collegiate level that it's going to require compared to someone who has to gain 20 pounds.
Right.
So yeah.
What mentality do you wish that all athletes had?
Control what you can control. I think all sports, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but I think if you can learn to respond and use it as fuel during the times of you losing, that's a really good mindset to have, and that'll help you later in life too, because things are going to get hard, but are you going to let that bring you down and ruin your attitude and make you become complacent or lazy, or are you going to use that as fuel and work to get better? So that's a mindset I hope all athletes have or can gain, and I hope to teach them that in the weight room, is to never be okay with where you're at, because it's going to get hard and some things are going to suck, but you just got to keep attacking every new opportunity that comes. So,
do you have a favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team. I love all the teams I work with so much. They're all great kids. They all work really hard. And I will say, like, What? Don't give me that look. Baseball, obviously I played baseball in college, so that was the sport that I was looking the most forward to training and when I got this job here. But now that I've worked with those other sports, I'd say I love them all equally, and I've grown more and more passionate about the other sports I coach. So.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been your feature interview, and I'm Hope Shockley.